We flew from Dallas to Grand Junction, Colorado, then drove about an hour and 45 minutes to get to Moab. Since we still had some time left in the day, we decided to check out Canyonlands. We're here in Canyonlands National Park. We're looking at one of the overlooks. Just behind me, there is this insane road. Skylar is all about driving it. There's no way in hell you could get me on this road. The road I'm talking about is called Schaefer Trail. It's located in the Island in the Sky District of Canyonlands, and yes, people do regularly drive it. The road winds 1,500 feet down the sandstone cliffs and into the valley below. If you do decide to drive the trail, remember that uphill traffic has the right-of-way. I later ended up reading a bunch of reviews on this road, and there's some pretty hilarious recollections on TripAdvisor if you want to check that out for a good laugh. The next day, we enjoyed some amazing views of the Colorado River. This was right off of the hotel that we stayed at, which was the Spring Hill Suites by Marriott, just outside of Moab. We then headed over the river to check out Lions Park. Definitely recommend putting this one on your to-do list. We're at the Lions Park here in Moab. We're just playing around in this little boulder park. We've always wanted to boulder, but we've never done it before. First bouldering attempt. Let's see how this goes. If you've never bouldered but have been interested in it, I totally recommend coming to this park and playing around on their bouldering features. We actually hung out here for quite a while just seeing which ones we could do. This was such a small part of our trip, but we actually had a ton of fun on this little excursion. That was scary. Lions Park is home to a 2.5-mile paved pedestrian and cycling trail that allows you to take in some incredible views of the surrounding red rocks. We decided to walk along the path and cross the bridge over the Colorado River. While the bridge itself is beautiful and super peaceful, it also serves an even greater purpose. Constructed in 2014, it serves as part of the massive network of pedestrian trails leading from Moab to Artlist National Park and even beyond to Dead Horse and Canyonlands. Before the path existed, there was no safe way for pedestrians and cyclists to safely travel from Moab to the nearby national parks. They would have to risk utilizing the busy and dangerous highway to get there. We then checked out the infamous Dead Horse Point State Park. When I first heard of Dead Horse a few years ago, I remember thinking how much I disliked the name. It was just so morbid to me. Apparently, the legend says in the late 1800s, the point was used as a corral for wild mustangs that would roam the mesa top. Cowboys would herd them across the narrow neck of land and onto the point. The neck was then fenced off with branches and brush to act as like a natural corral. Apparently, one time, for some unknown reason, the horses were left corralled on the waterless point where they died of thirst within view of the Colorado River, which was 2,000 feet below them. Really sad history right there, but Dead Horse today is an incredible place to visit. It is one of the most photographed vistas on Earth, and it's not hard to see why. The state park really maintains their viewpoints, and no matter where you look, you're going to have an amazing view. You can see the Colorado below just snaking between the canyons, and you can also see Schaefer Trail from here. We actually came across a guy and his girlfriend who had driven the trail the day before, so we were talking to them about it and how it was. Apparently, they said it was really fun, but it was a little scary at some parts. I enjoyed hearing about their experience, but still not sure if I want to do it myself. One of the most striking features of the landscape that you'll see are the neon blue lakes. There's actually a sign explaining that these are solar evaporation ponds. There's a mine located in the valley, and they mine for a salt called potash, which is potassium chloride. Apparently, they pump water down below under the surface so that the water can dissolve the salt. They then pump it back up into these pools and add a blue dye to speed up the evaporation process. Once the desert sun evaporates it, they can then collect the dry salt with scrapers. It's kind of one of the most random facts, but it's just so interesting to learn like what those lakes are actually for. Overall, this is a super unique park. It's a really short detour if you're already on your way to Canyonlands. No matter where you look, there's incredible views of the Colorado River and all the rock formations below. I hope you found this video entertaining. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.